Hey everyone, welcome back to Bear's Workshop. In today's video, we are going to go over the acid wash and the filling of the pool. Most of it's going to be in time lapse. I'm going to do a little voiceover describing what they're doing on the acid wash and how they did it, just in case you ever want to do it yourself or in case you're curious. Now remember, this was a BYOP project, so I had no general on this, so these are people that I had to call in to do this and pay them. It was actually part of the plaster that they put in. It was part of the service, but it was something that got done the following day right after the plaster was done. It was pretty exciting because we get to fill the pool. So go ahead and take a watch, tell me what you think, hit the subscribe button if you like this video, hit the like button of course, and enjoy the video. Two guys came out to do the acid wash the day after the PebbleTec was put in. The whole process took about 2 hours, and I know these guys had 4 pools to do that day. Lots of work for them, but they seem to have the process down pretty good, and they got it done. The chemicals they're using is chlorine and some sort of acid. I believe they had about 16 or 20 gallons of chemicals with them. The guy with the blue shirt is going around with a mix of chemicals and pouring it from a watering can, going to the top of the tile and letting the chemicals come down in a sheet. It's important not to let this streak, and if it does, then you need to brush it in. The other guy is following him with a hose, probably no more than a minute after the acid is applied. They followed this process all around the pool and scrubbed certain areas that needed a little bit more help. As you can see, they started on the floor first. The reason for this is if they did the walls first, it would be difficult to see where on the floor wasn't done because it would have been wet from doing the walls. So they start at the bottom and then do the top, which is normally would be the other way around. You'll see coming up how the acid makes a huge difference on cleaning that residue off the dolphin mosaics around the lights. It goes from a pasty light blue to a dark blue, which is what the dolphins are. And you can see a difference in that right away. Also, in some areas of this video, you can see like the smoke coming up from the acid that they're using. It's pretty harsh chemicals. Later on, you can see they use the pressure washer after the initial acid wash. Depending on the condition of your pool, I'd not necessarily recommend using a pressure washer. I don't see using a pressure washer on a pool that was 20 years old would be a good idea. I think parts or chunks could come off if you've got a pressure washer that's pretty powerful. So maybe don't use a pressure washer if you're not confident in the condition of your pool. But this was a new pool, so it held together just fine. Notice the guy in the blue shirt in the pool has boots and a mask on. You don't want to do this without the right safety gear. When I was a bear cub in my late 20s, I had a pool at a different house. I found a jug lying on the side of the yard with no labels on it, and I didn't know what it was, and I was looking for some chlorine. So I took the cap off and I gave it a little whiff. Turned out it was muriatic acid and my nostrils caught on fire. Very, very painful. I literally just gassed myself. It burned for quite a while. Point is, don't take these chemicals lightly. Let's finish the cleaning with the time lapse and I'll be right back. Here is a picture of before the acid wash, and here is a picture of after the acid wash. You can see how it went from a pasty light blue to a darker blue. There is quite a difference, but I still think they could have scrubbed some areas better. I did have to go over the waterline tiles with a sponge because of the residue that was left over. Immediately after they finished the pool, it was ready to be filled. Here's some background music as the pool gets filled up. We must have some pretty good water pressure because with 2 hoses we managed to fill this thing in about 24 hours. It's a 30,000 gallon pool, so that was pretty impressive. We didn't get the entire time lapse of the pool getting filled, but once it was done we were ready to dive in. There's still lots to do around the pool. We have gotten the travertine done in some other items, but this is a picture of where we are currently. We still have to do our rock feature, our landscaping, and the sunken bar still needs completed. We really haven't even touched the sunken bar yet. We're just storing blow-up toys in there now. So thanks for watching this latest installment of my BYOP project. If you like this video, please hit that like button, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more of these videos. We'll see you next time.